So today we are going to talk about the inflation in India, right? So before getting into the topic, let us actually understand what exactly inflation means, right? So basically, inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices and goods increases over the time, and the purchasing power of money decreases. What this basically means is that if 10 items cost rupees 100 today, after 10 years, the same items might cost rupees 200, which basically reduces the purchasing power of money, right? So let us actually start with portraying this chart, which actually shows the inflation history of India, right? So from this chart, we can clearly see that over the years, the inflation has been particularly volatile. While it has been around 5% in 1953, we can see that around 1970s it has been 25%, right? So before we move on, let us actually understand why this price inflation has been 25% in these particular years, right? So one main factor that happened during these years was that that the war took place, right? The India-Pakistan war had taken place around in 1971, which increased the um, the transportation prices of goods, and also increase the oil prices, which made it difficult for people to buy goods over here. Moreover, I would like to iterate that there was another oil crisis which took place in 1973, which due to which the oil prices increased a lot, and made it difficult for people to buy these goods, right? So now, if we move on to the later years of history, or probably towards the current year, right, we can see that the inflation is at 4.7%. So what exactly this says is that the government is highly controlled the inflation rate in India. So this basically means that the government very well spends on the needs of the people, and the purchasing power which in turn increases the purchasing power of money. So, as the inflation rate is around 4.7%, we can see that goods such as petrol or such as diesel have not increased as much as it was during the previous years, right? So, I would like to say that one major takeaway from the inflation chart is that India has moved more from a crisis driven country to a more stable political and controlled inflation level country right now. So I think that is it from my side, and thank you.